I am Mrs. Crow, and I'm here with Dog.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Dog. It's good to see you today.
You too, Miss Crow.
Thanks. I want to introduce you to Fred. This is Fred.
How you doing, Fred?
All you somethings at home, this little guy here is going to be part of our story later. So, isn't that fun? So, he's going to go away right now. I take it back. He's not going to go away right now. He's going to go with Georgia. And Georgia is just standing in the wings waiting to do the cheer.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, I'm so glad. Here we are right up front, and we're going to say, we're not nothing, we're something.
Oh, I love doing that.
I love it when you do that, too. Georgia, I'd like for you to meet Fred.
Oh, hey, Fred, how you doing?
Oh, I think, he says he's just fine, and he is anxious to see the show.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear the story.
Oh, fun. All right, you guys, go on down for a little while.
Okay.
And we're going to go right back to our show. And what do we do first thing all the time? Well, second thing.
We doing the letters.
We are doing the letters. Do you know which one we're on?
Well, we did V last one.
What comes after V?
Hold on.
What comes after V?
W.
It's a W. And so W looks just like this, uppercase and lowercase. And W and M do a very fun thing, and I'm going to show you.
Oh, I love tricks.
This is a very good trick. Here's the W. There's the M. W. M. I like it when letters do lots of fun things. Don't you?
Absolutely.
I do. It's a good thing. So, what kind of sound does W make?
What does it make?
Gee, whoa, what does it make?
Whoa.
That's good. Do we have any words that go with that?
Hey, that was one right there. Word.
Oh, word. Word. And what's another one? How about win?
Ooh, that's a real good one. I love to win.
Here's one that I asked the kids to do quite a bit, actually. What word is that? Do you know?
Let me think.
Should I wait for it?
Wait.
Ah, there it is.
Another W.
I think that's fun. But you know why I know the letter W so well and the word wait?
Why is that?
It's something, true confessions, I learned in kindergarten. Well, once upon a time, my mother took care of a little one. And that little one's mama was my kindergarten teacher. So, of course, all the stories came home to my mother. Well, one day, I did not want to slide at that particular moment. And so what did I do? I said to the teacher, no, I don't care about sliding right now. And so there was a long line, and then for some reason, little me decided, what do you think I decided, Dog?
Were you waiting?
Not really, I was busy playing around. But what I did is I went right up to the front of that line, Miss Important Me, and I told my teacher, Mrs. Allen, I'm ready to slide now.
What?
She laughed at me and told me to get to the end of the line and wait.
Oh, she's a good teacher.
She was a good teacher. And that is exactly what I did. I was very surprised that the world was not all about me. World, also a W. Yay! Okay, now we've told our slide story, and we have, speaking of school, we've got sight words that our littles are trying to learn. And Friend Hand is very good at doing the snap. And Dog, don't you think we should ask George if he could send us to Friend Hand and the sight words?
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think it is too. Hey, George, can you do that for us?
Thanks, George.
Here we go. A, we see red, it, for, in, is up. A, we see red, it, for, in, is up. A, A, we see, red, it, 4, in, is up. A, we see, red, it, 4, in, is up. Thank you guys so much. We're going to try to keep doing that, and some of our reels are going to do that too. And when you see them, because it's mostly big people that see the reels, I want you guys to try to time yourselves. Little ones, time yourselves, and big people, show it to your little ones, and we'll make a game out of it, and we'll make those sight words go and see how fast they can do them. I'll bet they can do them pretty fast.
Oh, I think I'll win.
You might. You're pretty fast with words, aren't you?
I am.
It's a talent he has. Well, now that we've done all of those things, we're going to talk about one of those W words, and it is the word win. Now, do we all like to win? Do you like to win?
Oh, absolutely.
I like to win.
So competitive.
You are? I'm not. Jefferson, dear, are you competitive?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are? Are you going to be in the race this afternoon? I wrote a story about you in it.
Oh, you better believe it.
I think you're going to do great. I think you're all going to do great. Dog, you're in the race too, at least in the story. I think
I'll beat you, Jefferson.
it's going to be a great time. So while we're talking about winning, we also have to talk about what it is to play fair. So I found this book at the library. Dog, would you like to see?
Ooh.
It's called Fairness.
Ooh.
And our brilliant librarian down at the Chapman Library suggested a series of books, and I have, or Mr. Crow has found them for me, and they are chock full of good stuff. And I started looking at this one. Well, when you win, you need to win fairly, don't you think?
That's right.
I think it is right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is right. And here we have pictures in here. Actually, let me tell you who wrote this. It is by Sandra Ziegler, and it's illustrated by Helen Endress. And there they are. And in the inside of it are these kind of pictures. Look like school kids. And these guys are at the ice cream truck. Well, inside here, we have what it is to be fair. And one of it says, after a picnic in the park, fairness is cleaning off the picnic table so another family can use it.
Ooh, that's so true.
I think it's true too. When we go camping, it's the same thing. Everybody spreads out in a long line, and we walk through the campground, and we pick up all the bits and bobs that are around, even if it's somebody else's, and we make it just as nice as we can so the next family can come in and enjoy it. I know I like going into a clean campground, don't you?
Absolutely.
You do. Well, I have a story, and the story is about fairness. Now, this particular story is a Mrs. Crow story. That would be me.
Boy, oh boy.
Yay! So, if the wind will allow me, I'm going to read it. If my glasses will allow me, that'll help. Ta-da! I wondered why I couldn't see the paper. Now I can. The title of the story is That Does Not Seem Fair. Wee One was planning on running a race, but he is small. You guys all know that about him. He is also a determined little bear and an extremely good sport. He listened to Georgia the giraffe's stories and had learned that manners and niceness is the way to behave. He was sure that all the other runners would feel the same. He wanted to have fun with his friends. The day of the race came, and Wee One was lined up for the race. He was running against Jefferson and Cookie, who was not allowed to fly, and Dog. Dog, did you know you were in this story?
I did not.
Now you do. Wee One was aware that Jefferson and Dog would do that thing that is called trash talk. And according to Georgia, this practice was allowed in moderation. He was not to be disappointed, and as he approached the starting line, he noticed a new member to their group. You met him a little while ago. He introduced himself to Fred, who was starting in right away on the trash talk. You think you can run on those short legs? Wee Ones was a little confused because his legs were in perfect proportion to his body. Still, he thought this is all in fun, but maybe a little too personal. He would ask Georgia when he got to the finish line. She knows all those things. They were asked to line up, and he was in the middle between Jefferson and Cookie. And when they were told, on your mark, get set, go, Wee One was up and running. And he was doing very well on his legs that fit him perfectly. When he was starting to think that just perhaps he had a chance of winning, Fred reached out and pulled him back. Wee One was so startled that he tripped and fell. Oh no, this seemed to be a disaster. It was then that a surprising thing happened. It is here, dear reader, that I, Mrs. Crow, am going to interject. Why are we so surprised when nice things happen? I don't know. Okay, back to the race. When Jefferson became aware of the fall, he turned so fast that he became a blur. And he stopped next to Wee One to help him stand, which wrecked his chances of winning. Jefferson was furious because Fred had been unfair. All the while puzzling, why did he break the rules? The race had been completed, and of course Fred had won, and he was practically running victory laps when he became aware of the quiet around him. This victory wasn't really his. He had not been fair to get his win, and everyone knew it. The right thing to do was to give up the trophy, but he didn't want to. Fortunately, his inner voice was quite loud and was also very insistent. I have a very loud inner voice. Dog, how about you?
Yes, I do.
You do. And it kind of keeps us going in the right direction sometimes if we pay attention. Well, it said, you are not going to enjoy this trophy because every time you see it, you will be reminded of how you got it. To be truthful, he could ignore the inner voice, but he really didn't want to be known as a cheat. Even to himself. He stopped gloating and he turned to poor Wee One and hung his head. I'm sorry I played unfair. Can you forgive me? And to make it right, he said, you can have the trophy. Well, Wee One accepted his apology because he's Wee One and the trophy, and promptly turned to Jefferson saying, you would have won the race and you lost because you helped me. I want you to have the trophy. And he looked at all the other runners. You too, dog. And what did you say?
I said I think we all winners.
There is that. You also said that Jefferson could have the trophy, which is also going to make us eventually, you are so ahead of me, all winners. Well, he said, Jefferson, that, let me find my place here. He looked at the other runners and they nodded. Jefferson was fun to try to beat, but no one ever really did. And it was then that another surprising thing happened. That Jefferson is full of surprises. He looked at Fred, who was hanging his furry dog head in shame. That was a very brave thing to do, Fred. Admitting that you were unfair and making it right is a very difficult thing to do. Please take the trophy. Not for coming in first, but by doing the right and fair thing. Fred knew one thing for sure. When he looked at this trophy, he would be happy he had made these friends. That's our story, dog.
That was a good one, Miss Crow.
Well, you guys, we have told stories and we've talked about fairness and we've worked on words. And so we're going to ask Norman to get up here and he's going to tell us the 3 things. What are they, Norman? Norman, are you back there?
Hi, guys.
Are you back there?
I'm coming.
Keep coming. Oh, there he is. I thought maybe he was out here somewhere. Norman, you're back there with Dog. Hi.
Hey, guys.
Can you tell us the 3 things that we're supposed to do?
Oh, absolutely.
3 of them. Fred, you need to hear this. You are something now because you've been named and you belong. They are, what are they? Be kind, be strong, be something. Thank you guys so much for being part of our show today. Use something at home. Remember to be fair. And if you liked us, push like and subscribe. And if you have something else to say, remember what Mrs. Thumper always says. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Bye now.